Hello, I'm back. Today, I'm not running to catch a bus for once, with a book review. I was contacted by the publisher to see if I wanted a finished paperback copy because they're re-releasing this book in paperback. Anyway, I read The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid, and I'm here to talk to you about it. Basically, the story follows our protagonist Nemesis, who is a diabolic, which is a genetically, artificially engineered humanoid type creature. That's a mouthful. Anyway, she's basically created with the purpose of protecting someone. In this case, we have Sidonia, who is the daughter of a very important senator in the galaxy world. Anyway, so that's sort of the very basic premise of the book and where it starts off, and that's just the shortest way to describe the story. So without getting into any spoilers, because I want to keep this, just so it helps you out if you want to pick up the book, and also to let you know my thoughts, because of course it's a review. Nemesis as a protagonist, I am super into her. She has that morally ambiguous sort of quality that Selena has in the first Throne of Glass book, if that's what you're into, except I feel like Selena was a lot more telling than showing, whereas Nemesis, you see her thought process and you see her actions. So it's a lot more full picture. You get her, it works. And I really enjoy her as a protagonist, and I like seeing her thought process. I love me a morally gray character, so it was a great start. Then again, Sidonia and Nemesis' relationship dynamic, whatever, is super great to see. I'm always here for some great female-female friendship, obviously. And it reminded me a little bit, though it's not quite that similar. It did remind me quite a bit of Lisa and Rose from Vampire Academy. And if you know me, then you might know that Vampire Academy has been one of my favorite series for ages, and Rose and Lisa's friendship was my favorite element of the series. So to get that same vibe from someone else is probably the greatest compliment that I could possibly make, and it was a wonderful start off. We have another female friendship that was sort of unlikely to happen, but it sort of developed in this very natural way. It appears later on, and I was kind of really digging it, but also it's more complicated, and I was living, to say the least. The world building is super, super interesting. It's super complex. Normally, I don't read that much sci-fi, so my world building experience that I've consumed is usually fantasy. But this was super great because it wasn't fantasy and it wasn't dystopian, so it wasn't quite what I usually read. And it had that futuristic vibe without being post-apocalyptic at the same time, and we also get to see a lot of religion and how it plays in that world, which makes a lot of sense because the book is very politics based, which I was so here for. If you know anything about me, is that if you have politics in a book or a TV show or a movie, I will be here for it. I love it. And of course, religion in the real world and in fiction highly influences politics throughout the ages. So to have it play an important part in that society and to have these camps formed, it was super, super interesting to follow. Also in this world, sort of because of their religion, access to knowledge is no longer one of the first scenes. I think it's literally the first scene in the book, or second. I think it's second, yeah. is a doctor being like, yeah, I think it like enlarges their brain or something, but like how would I actually know? And I'm like, well, this is weird. So seeing it progress and be explained throughout the book was super interesting, and I was here for it. However, my one complaint is that it feels pretty dang cis-normative, because there's just this one sentence said in passing. It's like, everyone in this world can make alterations to how they look, and they can pretty much change anything except their gender. So I was like, bruh, that's kinda lazy. But also, you know, that's my biggest complaint. I'm not here to polish just how hurtful that sentence might be. Just thought I would really mention it though, because it did stand out to me. I also thought the characters were super well shaped, and you got to feel the vibe of all of them, not just the protagonist, or not just, you know, Nemesis and Sidonia. You really get to understand the characters at court and whatnot, and like Sidonia's parents, and it's super interesting. The only thing that was sort of in my humble opinion, is the romance. I was fine with it at first. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be here for it. But then throughout the book and towards the end, it just sort of fell flat for me. There's this one line at one point that made the dude seem super possessive alpha male, and then yeah, I wasn't super into it, but I'm not completely opposed to it, because it wasn't excessive, it was just one line, so I don't know. Bit confused about how I feel towards that. Also, there's a dog. It's not really a dog, but you know, there's a dog, sort of. So I thought I would mention it, because I know I'm very likely to pick up a book if it has a freaking pet in it. So this has a pet, so if that influences you, I'm also throwing that out there. Overall, I super enjoyed the book. I expected to be like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, it's alright. Reading it, because I didn't even see reviews of it beforehand. I just saw people hauling it ages ago, and I was like, yeah, guess it'll be okay. But I really loved it. Overall, I ate it. I enjoyed it an awful lot. And also, this was supposed to be a standalone. It does feel that way. The ending feels very close. But it's now getting a sequel, which is coming out later this year. I believe it's coming out in the fall. Might be wrong. I really would recommend you pick up the book if it sounds like you're into that basically sci-fi, morally gray protagonist, female friendship, or just overall friendship and politics. If I could spell it out for you, politics would be in capital freaking letters. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. The Diabolic now out in paperback. Hashtag not spawn. But yeah, please do check it out because it's super good. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. I need to go grab another coffee. Bye.